Hey!
Hey, hi.
Welcome to the Natasha and Debbie show.
Hello.
That's brutal. Just two patriotic girls. So please don't take us the wrong way. What's that, Debbie?
I don't know what. You catch me off guard all the time.
One of us, you do it to me too. One of us is going to have a heart attack on camera one of these days. They clicked on the Natasha and Debbie show.
Well, hi.
Welcome.
I'm glad you're here.
And we were glad you're here because we think that you thought that we forgot Northern Ireland.
Never.
No, come on. If you've watched our channel, you should know that I've traced back my ancestors to County Antrim in Northern Ireland. Yeah, that's right. So I'm not going to forget Northern Ireland.
Heck no.
No, we're going to check it out today. But before we do that, the YouTube agreement states that we have to tell you this. If you like the video, please like the button, hit the like button, and consider subscribing to the channel.
And don't forget, I have my 100,000 subscriber challenge out there. When I get to 100,000 by March 21st, which is my birthday.
Good luck to that. Anyway, so, and by the way, if you didn't know, you forgot one thing. It is free to subscribe.
Yes,
Another
it
thing
is.
we've been letting people know because we found out that a lot of people think it costs money. No,
That is true.
it does not. So Northern Ireland, we love you. We haven't seen much of you. We did one video back a year ago on the Troubles, which was a controversial topic, obviously. But we've been really trying to find the right content, and it's been hard. There's like a lot of videos that are like a minute and a half.
Yeah, and that's just not long enough. We want to see. We want to see more.
We want to see as much as we can see. Or there's in the videos on just Belfast.
Right.
And it's like, come on, there's more to it than just Belfast. So we wanted to do it as best we can. Now, this video, we haven't seen it, so we don't know if it's all-encompassing. Sent it to a couple people, and they said they liked it a lot. So let's hope that it is. So today we're going to check out Northern Ireland road trip.
Ooh, a road trip. I love road trips.
This is supposed to be, I think, a week of going along the coast and then into Belfast. So I'm excited about this. I hope you're excited about this. We're coming to Northern Ireland. It's happening. So let's do this thing.
Let's go.
We're on a road trip exploring the best things to do in Northern Ireland.
The big house. So pretty. Giant's Causeway, I know that.
We are at the most incredible scene at the Giant's Causeway. It doesn't seem real. It's really amazing to be here and see all of the stones that look like they were made by man, but it was actually made by nature's phenomenon.
That's awesome. I didn't know that. Hey, quick question. Is that in Antrim? I feel like it is. I feel like someone told us that in the comments once. Is Giant's Causeway in Antrim, County Antrim? Do I have ancestors that walked on this and saw this?
Oh, that would be cool.
Oh, someone tell me. Please, I'm curious now.
Actually made by nature's phenomenon.
It's one giant stairmaster.
I'll never forget walking out there for the first time and just my jaw dropping because there's all these basalt columns. You know, they look like they've been placed there by an architect or maybe by somebody else.
Yeah, legend has it that the giant Finn McCool made a giant causeway, hence the name, over to Scotland to fight with another giant. And you know what?
We've heard that on something else.
Because it looks more like an interlocking brick patio than something that Mother Nature made.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Or it could be aliens. It does remind me a little bit of Superman's crystal cave.
It does.
It's a Fortress of Solitude.
It does.
It totally does.
Fortress of Solitude. It's incredible. The Giant's Causeway is really one of the coolest things I've ever seen in nature. I don't even understand how this was made.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I think it's just too perfect to not have been made by somebody. That's what I think. And you know, I was also really impressed with the sheer size of it. You know, like when you see it on pictures and stuff, it looks kind of small, but when you get there, wow, it really is all.
I'd like to know the scale of that.
Yeah, it's massive. And a tip: stay in the Giant's Causeway Hotel right at the center there, so that you can go early in the morning. And at sunset, it's completely void of crowds because the rest of the day it is insanely busy with tour buses.
I bet.
What would you say is one highlight for you?
Well, huge.
The start of the drive was pretty impressive at the Carrickaree Bridge.
Heading off to the rope bridge.
Okay, I know what she just said there, and you guys know I try to do my pronunciations and learn them. I haven't learned that much about Northern Ireland, but I know what she just said is wrong. And I know these are Americans. This is going to come up in the comments. They're going to say a lot more things and pronounce them wrong. We already know that, I promise you. So I know she pronounced that wrong. Let's just give her some credit.
A little bit of slack.
A little slack.
The start of the drive was pretty impressive at the Karika-Reed Bridge.
Heading off to the rope bridge at Karika-Reed.
He said it too.
Now, this is an old bridge that the fishermen used to use back in the day. It's been modernized now for tourists.
Yeah, and I actually remember looking at those photos and going, I can't believe these guys walked across this bridge. I mean, it was just like treacherous. I don't know how many people probably...
Look at that. Sorry, I had to stop just so I could take a better look at that.
I don't want to look at that, Debbie.
No, I did want to
It's
look
like
at
my
that.
stomach hurt.
I don't like heights, but, you know, I had to look at it.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
lost their lives
I think many
there.
did, actually.
I'm sure.
Looks a little different.
Looks a lot safer.
Absolutely stunning scenery out here once you cross that bridge.
Beautiful. It's absolutely... That's so gorgeous.
Wow.
When you take this bridge over, like the bridge is a highlight, yes, but when you get out there and you're standing on these massive, massive cliffs, you know, overlooking the ocean, you really feel small, you know, and you look at really, you know, I really respect Mother Nature when I was standing there.
Yeah, this is a wild coastal route. I'm telling you, the waves are pounding, the cliffs are giant. These are some of the highest sea cliffs in the world. And when you're standing up there, you're just in awe of the beauty, of the power, of the strength. And it's just something that you have to do. So we say the Karika-Reed Bridge is a little fun,
That's a
little thing,
shark.
not so scary
Yeah.
anymore because it's made for tourists, so it's safe. But get over to the other side and just check out the scenery.
And if you do get a chance, I highly recommend Ballantoy Harbor. This was one of my favorite stops. You get really up and close to those waves crashing against those cliffs. And
Tell me that wind has got... I know I've heard... I've had friends that have... Quite a few friends that have been to Ireland. I don't know about Northern Ireland. I think more like Dublin. Do we know somebody that's going there like right now? Or really soon? Yeah.
Maybe.
I just can't remember who it was. But they've all said like it's really windy when you're on top of the mountains by the coast like that. And I can only imagine, of course, you know, by the sea and all that. But I just would think it'd be really brutal winds.
Yeah.
Let me know if I'm correct in that assumption. It's so beautiful though.
It is.
Like
That water looks gorgeous.
the water's stunning. It's so beautiful. It's tropical looking. And then just, again, I know it rains a lot, but the greenery is just unlike any place on this planet.
you get really up and close to those waves crashing against those cliffs, and it really does take your breath away when you're standing there. And the beauty about this place too is that tour buses can't get down there, right? So you either have to be in a car or one of the very small buses in order to get down there. So you're not fighting the people either.
A photographer's dream.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
That's amazing.
And for those Game of Thrones TV buffs out there, this was used at Theon Greyjoy's home. The harbor was used as a setting for the port of the Iron Islands. And it's cool because there's a picture of the scene and you can imagine yourself within the Game of Thrones. And it's pretty cool stuff. You can have a little lunch, watch the waves crash, and off you go. Moving on.
Oh, heck yeah. Sign me up.
Getting ready to explore Strangford Loch in a speedboat, our very own.
I'm down for this.
Strangford Loch has the highest and fastest tides in all of Europe, and it is a thrill to go out on the speedboat. The tour takes you along the grounds of Castle Ward and the coastal village, then out to the Ards Peninsula and the Irish Sea. When you are out, you get to ride the waves and have a thrill checking out the scenery and wildlife.
Wow.
It looks a little dangerous there, I'm assuming, with all
Like she said, you know.
Currents and stuff.
Don't be swimming in that. But it's cold. That's very cold.
The tide is coming out, hitting a cliff in the seabed, and then causing all of these ripples. It's crazy. It's a little intimidating.
Yeah, that is intimidating. That's crazy. I've never seen anything like that. That's it. Fascinating. Wow. That's really cool.
That is.
Did not know that was a thing. Oh, man.
After the adrenaline is over, you get to explore the loch, and you get to see a shipwreck that dates back to World War II.
Oh, very cool.
Wow.
Great day on the water here. Ahoy!
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
After our jet boat tour, we went back in time and had our own Game of Thrones experience.
And there's gonna be a lot of Game of
The
Thrones
tree
stuff
of
here.
hanging from Game of Thrones. 2 quick deaths, 1 slow.
Oh yeah, first season.
We're here at Castle Ward at the Clear Sky Adventure Center, and we're about to go on our Game of Thrones experience. I hope I don't lose my head.
During your Winterfell experience, you get to dress up like the Starks in their fur cape.
Yeah, I would be
and then
doing
you
this.
get to reenact
Thank
the
you.
scene where Robb Stark and Jon Snow taught Bran how to shoot a bow and arrow, right on the exact same place they shot the scenes for Winterfell in the first season of Game of Thrones.
I'm about to learn how to shoot a bow properly, so let's see how good I do.
Left hand out.
We did archery in high school, and I was pretty doggone good at it. Just saying.
Well, I was just about to ask you if you've ever shot a bow and arrow.
I never told you that?
Now that you said it, yes, I think you did. Yeah, I've never done that.
You haven't?
No.
Well, I think I know
No.
what we're doing next weekend.
Not a real one, like a...
I think I know what we're doing next weekend. I'm wondering 2 questions right here. What is the average temperature in Fahrenheit, please, in Ireland in the summer? Spring and summer would be nice to know.
Yeah.
Because I have no idea. And also, do you guys, the people that live in Northern Ireland, I'm speaking to specifically, do you get annoyed with this whole Game of Thrones thing? Is it just like, stop it? You know? Because I think after a while I would get tired of the same people
could see
coming
that.
for the same stuff. It would just be me.
Yeah.
That's me. But it can help with tourism, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I don't think you need help. It's already just beautiful on its own.
Hand on. So this is your bow arm. This is your arrow, which is going to go on like this. Turn your bow upright. 3 fingers.
Actually, that's exactly the type of arrows we use in
There.
high school.
Draw out to
Archery.
the corner of your smile. Look down the arrow to the
It's
pointy
got a
end.
point to the end, but
and
it's
then
not like-
aim and let go.
An arrowhead or anything. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, he beat me.
Not a bad grouping I got going on here.
I mean, you
Well,
missed the
we did
target.
great here at the Game of Thrones archery experience. Thank you very much, William. You were a great teacher.
You're more than welcome here at Winterfell at any time. I welcome you as part of the Stark family.
Thank you very much, and I'm ready.
I want that job. I want to work there.
Right?
Wow, that is beautiful.
And we can't leave out the dark hedges. This is another
I
Game
wanna
of
see
Thrones reference because Northern Ireland, you know, a lot of Game of Thrones was shot there, so you can hit all these different places. We're at the dark hedges here in Northern Ireland.
Your brother came by a car.
It's this massive grove of beech trees that tower
beech
and
trees.
make sort of like a
Okay.
tree cave over top of this really
Wow.
long
That
road.
is so
It's
pretty.
absolutely beautiful. It's a little bit mysterious and a little bit dark, hence probably the reason why Game of
Yes.
Thrones chose it. But it's also Northern Ireland's most photographed tourist site. So once again, having a car and doing our self-drive around the coastal route was really key because we could get there early in the morning when no one else was there and we had the dark hedges all to ourselves.
And if you like castles, Dunluce Castle is another great stop in Northern Ireland there along the Causeway coastal route.
Oh, yes.
Again, they don't
Yes.
dress up their castles. You know, this is just
me
like it's
too.
all sort of falling down and it's the way it just has been preserved, or not preserved, but the way it is on these cliffs. And it's just overhanging on these cliffs. And you can just imagine what life would have been like there when people were living there.
I think that's the charm of the castles in Ireland. They leave them as they were, so you can really get a feel of that medieval, tough living, really dark, really scary. You know,
And
it was
use
tough
your
times.
imagination,
right?
Exactly.
Of course.
Unless you stay in one of the castles that they've renovated,
Wow.
then they're glorious.
That's not so bad either.
But that's a whole other story. We're moving on.
I'm in love already.
En route to Belfast on the Portaferry ferry. We're in the Black Cab Tour in Belfast. Let's see what we see.
The Black Taxi political tours are a great way to learn about Ireland's turbulent history, where the Catholic and Protestant conflict only ended in the late 1990s.
Didn't really end.
The main
per se.
Protestant neighbourhood's the Shankill Road, and the main Catholic neighbourhood's the Falls Road.
Falls Road and Shanker Road.
Falls and Shankill Road. Wow. But you'll find that a lot of our working class areas are still quite segregated.
Many of the drivers actually lived during the conflict and have many personal stories to share. The tour begins in the Protestant neighborhood of Shankill Road. Here we had the chance to walk through the neighborhoods looking at the painted murals portraying pivotal moments throughout history. The murals commemorate those who fought and died in the conflict.
Guys, shoes have heard of the troubles here in Ireland. Guys, see the Freedom 2000? That's in reference to a prison. Now, when the conflict was on here, we had two types of prisoners. We had what were known as political prisoners, and then you had what were known as ODCs. It stood for ordinary, decent criminal.
The second half of our tour took us to the Clonard Memorial at Falls Road. It's surprising to see just how close these two communities are. They are side by side, only divided by a long concrete wall that reaches as high as 45 feet. It's known as the Peace Wall.
45 feet
All of
high.
Ireland in general referred to then are called Ogla Bahram, which is the Irish language. To translate that, it means Irish volunteer. So when you remember the IRA, you carry the title of volunteer.
This memorial pays respect to the IRA volunteers who lost their lives during the Troubles. If you want to understand the Troubles of Northern Ireland, this is an excellent tour to do so.
I would just beg you to please let's not make the comments political. We're really here just to look at Northern Ireland. You know, we're not here for political reasons. We're really not. And, you know, like I said, we did that video on the Troubles a year ago, and those comments got rough. Not just to us, but to people within the comments. And we really just want to see the country, you know, and learn about it a little bit. And I know that learning about that is part of it. And Debbie and I have done a lot of research on that outside of YouTube. So, yeah, we are not saying we don't care. We're not sensitive to it. Of course we are. But let's just please not. Please, I'm going to ask you. This is all just, whoa, hello. What's that?
Nice.
On the Titanic Segway Tour.
Oh, okay. I always forget that's there.
The Titanic Tour is pretty cool, man. Learning a lot of good history and getting to see it on a Segway. Right now, where I'm standing, if I was here in 1912, I'd be crushed because this is right where the Titanic sat when it was being built.
That's neat.
The Titanic Segway Tour takes you around the Belfast waterfront and along the site where the Titanic was built.
It feels good being on a Segway again. It's a way to see the city.
This is the place where the Titanic left for its ill-fated voyage in 1912. It's a fun tour, and you get to explore the giant piece of land that has a 2-scale model of the ship mapped out, so you can see just how massive it was.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Nice.
And that's how you ride a Segway.
And we're off.
So inside.
It also takes you to the Titanic Studios where Game of Thrones was filmed.
That's just a really neat building too.
When you're done, make sure to check out the Titanic Museum to learn about the shipbuilding past of Belfast and see some artifacts from the Titanic herself.
Such a beautiful, look at that. Go back. Hold on. Right there.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
That is just stunning. I want to open my eyes and see that in real life, not just in a video.
Yeah.
That I want to see.
That would be nice.
And then get out and pet the grass. If you know, you know.
Then you know.
I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I just feel like there is some sort of like ancestral or DNA like tug at your heartstrings when you look at places that you know your past lineage eventually, you know, was there. And it's just a neat thing. And it's something, I just love it. It's beautiful. This is just a beautiful place.
That's gorgeous.
One place you got to make sure that you go out to is the Masundin Temple.
Yeah, when I read about the Masundin Temple, I was really curious because what is this sort of odd structure doing out there, sitting on basically a cliff all by itself? And you walk through a small settlement, remnants of a settlement that's there, and then of course it's sort of like a typical Irish scene through the long grass until you get out to the edge of this cliff, and there's a very small stone temple that's sitting there that just doesn't look like it belongs, but it's an incredible scene to photograph.
That is beautiful. All of it is.
Marble Arch Caves is a global geopark containing lakes, forests, and rolling drumlins. The star attraction is the underground cave system that can be explored with a guide. Take a walk to explore the underground rivers and these large cave systems containing beautiful formations.
I didn't expect this at all. Who knew there were caves in Northern Ireland?
I had no idea that they had caves. Nor underground rivers.
Should we have known this? I mean, it is a coastal area, probably, but just never would have thought about that. Never knew that. Literally, there's everything here.
Yeah, I'm not thinking of anything that isn't here.
They don't have ice cream boats, I bet.
Don't know yet.
Oh, I'd love to go look at this.
There we go.
And that was the boat ride.
There are mineral veils and coated walls, plus massive stalactites and stalagmites. The 75-minute tour takes you down 154 steps to this underground cave system.
Sign me up.
Those are some pretty cool caves, I have to say. We're out.
One last thing that we have to recommend is a little side trip that you can do during it, and that's going out to Torhead Drive.
I highly recommend it because as you get out to this point, you stand there and it is the closest point to Scotland.
Wow.
Here at Torhead on the Causeway Coastal Drive, and right there you can see, you can almost touch it, is Scotland.
It's another great
No idea
little
that close.
side trip. Beautiful farmland, there's cows, there's scenery, there's hiking trails. The Giant's Causeway Coastal Route is just one of the best things anyone can do. It's by far one of our favorite drives we've ever done. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, if you love road trips, don't miss the Causeway Coastal Route in Northern Ireland.
And those were our favorite things to do in Northern Ireland.
I am in love. 100% in love. I already knew I was in love, but that just, got me even more. I enjoyed the video. I mean, of course, it's not going to show everything. We knew that going into it. I hope that you guys like that too. If you live in Northern Ireland, say hello.
Yeah, say hi.
And if you've been to Northern Ireland, let us know your thoughts on this video. Again, I know it doesn't cover everything. We really have been trying to find a video that encompasses everything and can't. We cannot.
No.
But I thought this was great. It showed more than like a 3-minute video would do, and a little bit more of different things. Still would like to see more of cities and towns inside, like the shops, the restaurants, the different things like that.
Yeah, a little bit more of the local things to do that you're actually going to do. Not that you're not going to do all these other things too. I mean, those are all great places to go.
The road trip, we're doing the road trip.
Oh, definitely. I'm ready to get in the car and go.
I don't think we can get there through the ocean.
But we got to get on a plane and do all that stuff first.
Yeah.
So
there's a bit of that whole ocean's kind of in the way.
Yeah.
I had no idea you could see Scotland from there.
I know, that's incredible. And the views from these cliffs and
they're stupid
gorgeous.
Pretty. They're stupid pretty. That's how pretty they are. It's stupid. I enjoyed that. If you guys enjoyed that, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. I love Northern Ireland. I think it's absolutely stunning place that I want to learn more about. And there's never a view. We did that video on Ireland as a whole, the island of Ireland.
Right.
Which did show a tiny bit of Northern Ireland, but more of the Republic as well.
Right.
But there was never a view in that video we watched that wasn't just absolutely breathtaking.
Yeah, stunning.
It stirred the emotions in me. I remember that. But it's always just so beautiful, and the green is just so extra green.
It is.
But it's just a place, like I said, it just pulls at my heartstrings, and I really need to go there. I need to be there. I need to see it. I also want to know
we'll get there someday.
Yeah, we have to. I want to know what the fishing's like.
That could be fun.
I know. That's what I want to do in the UK. Period. Is go fishing. Everywhere. Everywhere we go, I want to know where's the coolest lake or loch. Which of all the countries in the United Kingdom is the best fishing? The most varied species. These are questions I've never asked, but I've always been curious about. I don't know. It's beautiful. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed that video because I sure did.
I definitely did. Can't wait to go.
I know, it's absolutely beautiful. But thanks so much for watching, guys. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and we will be back on Wednesday, and hopefully so will you. So thanks again. As always, Please love like Jazz.
Be as strong as Tyson.
Bye.
Bye.